Hello folks, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. Y'all come on in the shop, make yourself comfortable. Today, we're going to turn another of the ornament series. We're going to do a hollow form ornament. Now the ball on this hollow form ornament is going to be hackberry. The finial is going to be ebony. So it should be quite a contrast to the two woods. And the hackberry is spalted, so we'll have some black lines going through that, and I think that'll offset it as well. It is going to be a hollow form, so let me show you what I've got done so far. On the lathe, we have a piece of hackberry. It's spalted wood, so I think it should be quite a contrast to the ebony for the finials. I have drilled a 5/8 inch hole 2 inches deep. This is a turned down to 2 inches in diameter. I've come back 2 inches and made a pencil mark, and I went ahead and did a parting cut just behind that pencil mark. So I wanted to give you folks a starting point and not have you have to go through all of the getting this to round to be able to see where we're at. Let me go ahead and put my respirator on, and I'll go ahead and start to shape the outside a little bit, then we'll turn the inside, okay? Now one thing on these, I am not convinced at all that the center ball has to be completely round. However, on this one we're going to try and make it fairly close to round. Now one other trick that may help some of you folks, let's just go ahead and stop and do this real quick. Sometimes if you will make a center mark, it will help you tremendously in getting that to round. So that way you know half of your cut goes this way, the other half goes that way, okay? So let's get back at it. Okay, we're looking pretty good there. Let's take one more light cut here. Okay, and then we'll start to come off this side just a little bit. Okay folks, while I'm sanding this, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and go down and hit that subscribe button. Give me a like, and I always appreciate a comment. So if you like what you're seeing, let me know. If you don't like what you're seeing, let me know that too. Let me get back to the sanding, and I'll be right back with you folks in just a minute. Okay folks, so we're going to go ahead and start the hollowing process. Again, we're going to use the straight tool first. We're going to come in and we're just going to start to take just a little bit out of there at a time. The nice thing about hollowing one of these is in the end, we're going to put a finial on each end. Nobody can stick their finger up in there and see how good a job we did. So if we do a great job of hollowing this out, we will know it, and if we don't, nobody else will. Now you can feel with the end of that tool and feel where you stop drilling. So we're going to go in with this one. This one kind of angles off to the side. You got to be a little bit more careful with this one. It will be a little bit more aggressive. This is not like a big hollow form where you're going to have massive amounts of shavings in there. And that spalted hackberry is, well, let's just say it doesn't really produce shavings. It more produces dust. So I just wanted to check and see what our wall thickness was. And looks like I'm about where I expected to be. But it is a good idea to check it every once in a while. You do not want to make the inside bigger than the outside. That can be a problem. One of the things you can do too is use these. You set your distance. Like I said, I think we're pretty even at about 1/4 of an inch, so I'll set it at a 1/16 over that. You got just one little spot there where we're a little high. And this out here is about 1/8, I can see that. So we'll go in and take just a little bit more off and knock that high spot off. I would like for this to end up about 1/8 of an inch. It doesn't matter if it's just a little bit thicker than that. That's just what I had decided would be a good number. Pulled it out of my head. Okay, we've got our 1/8 of an inch pretty much all the way down. Now that we know that our wall thickness is roughly 1/8 of an inch, we're done with this part of the hollowing. I'm going to go ahead and part this off, and what we'll do is we'll get this rounded on over and we'll finish this in. We'll come back in with our drill bit from the other end and we'll part it off by running that drill bit through there. Stay tuned, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So we're just coming in, we're parting this, bringing this down, and parting this off. And it looks just like you would do any other parting cut up to this point, right? We'll even bring in our ultra thin parting tool, and we'll make a little cut right there. We'll come in with that 5/8 drill bit. And you saw it close that gap. That means we're parted off. Folks, it's that easy to turn the globe. You saw how quick and easy that went. Not perfectly round. I think we established up front we weren't going to try and make it perfectly round. As long as you're getting somewhat close, that's fine. Okay, folks, I'm back. I've got a piece of ebony chucked up in the chuck. We're going to turn the top piece for the ornament first, and then we'll get with the icicle finial following that. And we need to take that down just a little bit more. Now you see how well that fits up against that? It's because I tapered it in and that fits. So what we will do now is we'll take our ultra thin parting tool that we made and we'll come in and we'll just put a couple of lines right in there. Now why would we do that? To hold glue. Just makes that joint a little bit stronger. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to shape that top piece. Now, I'm not going to make the top piece real tall. As a matter of fact, I kind of like a shorter piece on top, and then that long finial down below. Make a little bead right there. And then we're going to make a little smaller ball right above that. Okay, so you folks got a real good idea of what that looks like. Let's stop the lathe. Let's back it out just a little bit. Again, we're going to take that ultra thin parting tool, and that's what we're going to use to come right in here and part that off just right there. There we go. And folks, there is the top. It will look just like that. And now let's go ahead and see if we can knock out the bottom. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to create the top of this finial first. And basically we've got a 5/8 hole drilled in the bottom. So we're going to make this 5/8. And once we get it made to 5/8, it should fit in the chuck almost perfectly. Again, I'm undercutting that lip just a little bit. There we go. Just about as good a fit as you're going to ever get. We're just going to have a kind of a rounded point on that. So when you're designing a finial, it really helps if you have something in mind before you start. I would say for most folks that probably means they've drawn it out. Some of you are visual people and you'll do that in your head, but for most folks, they need a piece of paper. The other thing is, don't get too happy to take that down too thin, too far back. It's real easy to get ahead of yourself. And if you do get ahead of yourself, you will find yourself with a lot of vibration at the end and a lot of flex, and you can't do anything about it. Okay, we're going to stop right there for just a minute. I'm going to come in with just a little bit of 320. Again, you don't need a whole lot of sanding on this. And the biggest mistake you can make is coming in here and doing too much. So I have cut me a piece of sandpaper about 1 inch square. And I'm just going to come right in here. And I'm going to hit the very top of that just slightly. So I don't want a lot of sanding on that. And then we're going to go ahead and continue on. Again, don't get in too big a hurry to take too much down, okay? I'm probably talking to myself as much as I am you folks at this point. When you're turning that close to that chuck, watch your knuckles because you are awfully close to it. Just a heads up. Okay. And here we go. We're going to put the last little touches on this. And when I say touches, they better be light. Okay, folks, we have turned a finial. Let me do this and put this down here so that maybe it'll be a little easier for you to see. Okay, let's take a look at it, folks. And we have our pieces here. Now, the little one goes on top. We'll drill a hole in the top of that for our eye. This one goes right down here at the bottom. And folks, that's our ornament. I'll take some photographs of it, folks, put it at the end. I'm going to go ahead and glue it up, put some finish on it. Like I said, I'll put the photos at the end. If you like what you're seeing, like I said, please subscribe, leave me some comments. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.